welcome back to Black Ice, part 3 of the latest campaign. I'm recording this fall 2025, so you can go back and check what version of Black Ice I'm running. So far everything's been stable and we reached September 1940, and I did not invite Italy into the war. Instead I was preparing the Deutsche Afrika Korps here under the command of Julius Steiner for now, because Rommel fallen ill even though he wasn't fighting. And right now Italy declared war on Greece, so that was an excellent opportunity and moment for me to join the two wars. Wasn't sure when. I don't know if it's scripted. I think it can be later in October as well. In Greece I have 3 mountain divisions and 3 marine divisions under the command of Schörner. I hope the background sound isn't from the game isn't interfering with the stream. So the Afrika Korps 6 divisions here. We have the white, 2 regular German infantry divisions. Nothing special about those. I plan to add a desert battalion, support battalion. Let's see if we have the equipment for that. Now when the war starts. Yeah, no, we haven't. I only managed to add to some of the armor divisions. Alright, so and then we have the blue divisions, the Panzer Division Foreign Equipment. These are regular light German light divisions, which is not really something I like to fight a lot with, but it's more for like training purposes. That means their equipment is foreign light tanks. As you can see here, French. The other one has, yeah, French tanks. It means they should be a little bit slower in general than a German light tank division, but and they have probably worse reliability, so I'm gonna lose a lot of them. But I feel like I might as well use them up, the French crappy tanks, for some early in the war, so I'm gonna use them in North Africa this turnaround. Then we have the orange divisions, the copy of Panzer Grenadier Division Duck. Well, that's a nice name of them. These are actually the most modern panzer formations in the German army right now, and they have armored maintenance detachment. They have anti-air, 88mm anti-air with a motorized tractors, of course. They have light tank recon, and they have a desert support company. That's why their color is orange. So far I haven't been able to make a mechanized headquarters yet. They have a mechanized logistics detachment. They have medium tanks, and I am using German medium tanks, which have better durability. Could I have used the French ones? Yes, but it didn't turn out that way. And they have mechanized infantry. So these are the best formations in the German army for now. And all of these divisions here, except the infantry. Okay, so all the 4 tank divisions, they have earned a medal in fighting in Norway and Western Europe. So I have given them a 3% supply and fuel consumption reduction medal for landing in Narvik. So they used to be infantry divisions, but after performing heroically in the fighting, they've been upgraded to tank divisions. So what I do is I move them to Africa and then I upgrade them. It's a safer way instead of, sure, before Italy is in the war, it's fairly safe. I never been intercepted, but so it is safe. But if I were to lose an entire or half a panzer division transporting it, it would be a pretty bad idea. Against a human player, for example, if it was PvP, I wouldn't trust to being able to transport. And as you can see in North Africa, in the previous chapter, part 2, which was after the fall of France, I think, yeah, I showed that I have a bunch of garrison regiments along in the ports. And so the war has kicked off. I have thrown in 300 modern fighters into Libya, and I don't have any air. Well, I have a couple of fighters from roads, flying into Greece. And I have fighters and naval bombers and some strategic bombers intercepting over Malta. No opposition here except 12 bombers from New Zealand. All right. And we have already made a breakthrough in the mountain front of the Greek defender line here. And I think I'm just gonna pick a division. For example, the first mountain division here. And just rush them into Thessalonica. I think I discovered something. If you have one of these green or red city squares, that means you will get rewarded with a medal if you capture them. So I don't want the Italians to grab that, so I'm just gonna have these two. Oh no. Have these two mountain divisions move towards Thessalonica, and I can grab another one here in Athens, of course. So let's go that way. The Marines here already have medals, so they have breakthrough bonuses for when crossing rivers. But the mountain divisions, yeah, I guess breakthrough bonus would be the best for them. Do you feel that what is the best use of medals in the game so far? I don't know if these are black ice values, probably. So we have no enemy cipher. We are in September 40. How long time is gonna take to decrypt the Russia? We might as 536 days. So the Soviet Union, we're not gonna. They have cryptology 5. Yeah, I have not been working at all upgrading my decryption abilities. I've been working on other stuff. I have a couple of new divisions for training there. After the Soviet trade deal, I made the mistake of changing my trade policy here to export autarky, and now I'm swimming in resources. For a while there, I was at 109% energy and barely scraping by. Well, I am lacking a lot of rubber. 30. Wow. Ooh, 30 rubber. Oh, should I buy from the Soviet Union? 5. Should I send transport ships all the way over to French Indochina? I guess. Jesus, that's terrible. Yes, I am building more rubber refineries. But the fact is that I don't have good positions where I can build a lot more. All my 50 level 10 infrastructure provinces are filled already. Nope, that's not true. We have positions here. Right. Are we gonna finish this rubber deficit once and for all? I think so. I think I'm also upgrading Tobruk's port and airbase for now. I was running a healthy surplus on rubber. I don't know how that could have happened. Was that from my... Did Slovakia have a bunch of rubber available? That is gone now? I think so. Because how the hell could I go from a surplus of 17 to a deficit of 30? Yes, I increased my production of trucks. Okay, this is not sustainable. Sorry about this. So we have new 20mm flak guns producing, recently discovered. So I can always pour them into there. All right, let's go back to the war. I'm gonna try to encircle the entire Egyptian army. These are all Egyptian divisions, I believe. Maybe we can even get an overrun here. Yep, we got an overrun. I think that was 2 divisions. So defending Zalem. And as you can see here, my German medium tank division is faster than my French light tank division, because the French tanks are slower. Just gonna rush in. Oh. And we captured Sidi Barani, a port, which is a level 1 port. I'm not sure if I'm gonna upgrade it this time around. So I guess rubber deficit is my main problem for now. Okay. Let's see. How about we enter into... Nope. Right, there we go. Oh, that's not good. So I did run out of org this fast already. Okay. How about this one? This one has a lot of org, so I should be able to make it in here. But I am... We started with 14, which is not a lot, admittedly. Huh. Let's see how long he can hold out. Pretty crappy org here. We don't have a lot from behind. We have one British division coming here from... This could be just like a small Alexandria garrison. Might not be a very powerful. We still have total air superiority. We could use bombers here. Although there are 50 fighters, or there used to be 50 fighters. We have 100% mission efficiency, and yet we lost one. That must be to AA. Yeah, it's just, doesn't matter. It's not important. Okay, we were retreated. That's fine. I think we have a good chance of actually encircling these Egyptian border divisions here. We got infantry guns 2. That means we have to pick another tech. Another 1940 tech. We're in September now, and this is 3.5 months. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with this one. Oh, fuck. Hugo Boss is occupied. So I have to remove Hugo Boss from something. Like the basic amphibious equipment. Alright, let's go with this. So this one, improved headquarters company in 1940. It opens up all these support companies for 1941 in another tab. So I want to do this before the end of 1940 because I actually value the upgrades for the support companies for the ground divisions a lot. Okay, so now comes the 52nd Panzer Division here, which I think we could rename for a bit of flavor. How about we call it the Light Africa Division now, the 52nd. Yay! They fight with 138 soft attack, 149 breakthrough, 135 defense. Okay, so the speed is very low for some reason. Infrastructure, alright. Okay, they are in a rough desert here. But anyways, it is a strong formation. And we're fighting versus some fairly banged up crappy border guard and 23rd Northumbrian division. What is that? Is that a regular proper British division? Well, not any longer. Not anymore. And yeah, as you can see here, we have preparation increase 1.9 each day because of this field marshal order. Unternehmen, Herbstnebel. So I think we should win this and break through here. The only thing is that once we need one division to go down. I could just attack this division here, couldn't I? I think we're gonna be alright. Malta. No. Oh, now we have 150 support planes. No fighters. I'm a little bit afraid my bomber's gonna get shot up there if he reinforces with a lot of planes. In Greece, we don't have any air. I might as well. I don't think we have much use for fighters in. I think we're gonna use our old medium bombers instead. Ooh, that would be, yeah. Rhodes is the closest available airbase. Okay, we made that breakthrough in the center of the line, the Greek line, and the Italians are fighting not very successfully. I also have I have paratroopers here. Although I haven't taken down the transport planes yet. They're probably not gonna fit on the airbase anyways. Okay. Let's see if we can grab Thessalonica with a little push here. Probably. Okay, 20. So we're fighting a... we are running out of org here. So I think I'm gonna have to, as soon as I can, halt the 52nd. Okay, there we go. Now we have an opening here, and my infantry is taking forever. Chemical industry. Let me think here. I think we need to do something about our rubber situation. And fuel. What is this? This is the 1940 improved rubber processing. Oh my god, yes, +2 production output. I should have done this a long time ago. That's entirely on me. This one should have been researched a long time ago. Black Ice is just so overwhelming with all the information. Even though you're aware you should do something, there's 100 things that you should do, so it's easy to forget. Right. Well, I can't see that. And so far, no supply issues. We have a red skull, but that's more attrition from the terrain, right? We're not... Okay, this one is a little bit out of supply. So we have the 23rd Panzer Grenadier Division. Yeah, that's a good name. Oh, all right. Do you think the Italians are taking this province here? I would hope so. And we can just sit here and build up some org. Tanutuva. Okay. Italy. Yeah, we still have some... you can stop there, and the first mountain divisions is gonna march right into Thessalonica. And Italy better not sneak up here and grab that medal. Okay. Okay, we were a bit lucky here with Italians entering into the hole in the line here. I think I'm gonna attack these guys now. 21? How come? That's a very crappy... Oh, there's 3 divisions in there. It doesn't seem like these... Border Guard, Infantry Division, Northumbrian. It seems like one is crappy Egyptians, but the other 2 seems to be proper British divisions, right? They cannot pierce this division's armor. So they don't have pen. Well, what is my division armor stat? Hardness is 27%. 11.2. They can't pierce 11.2. So that's so weird. I mean, I guess it's because I'm attacking 3 divisions. But my firepower, my soft attack is higher than their entire... Like, by 3 times, almost. I'm gonna keep attacking here. Can send this one down here and You don't want to move around too much in the desert. Every movement costs you attrition. Remember that. See, we have that red skull. So, yeah. Place you there. And... okay, I'm gonna make a quick design here. I'm gonna take the infantry division. This is the regular German infantry division. And I'm just gonna duplicate it. And I'm gonna send in a desert support company. I'm gonna make it elite. You don't want to be using like old crap here down in Africa. So I'm just gonna remove all, make these guys elite. Trucks and then to air and like vehicles. There we go. You see? So now we got all the good stuff. Yeah, sure. You get good stuff if you're an elite, but and we can have new, modern, nice, newly discovered modern equipment once it is researched. And of course we're gonna give them this fancy desert colored Africa Corps infantry symbol for some flavor. And we're gonna call it, just gonna call it Infantry Division Africa. I can't write today. There we go. Infantry Division 10. So, and we're gonna make this little guy. He probably doesn't have enough desert equipment yet, but he will eventually. So there we go, our first Infantry Africa Division is on its way. Yeah, and now we can help. You know what would be useful, Italy, with your 15 divisions, if you could grab this province here? The Italian AI never helps with anything. Okay. We have integrated Luxembourg, and we're also going to integrate West Prussia. I think that's what we're going to do now. I guess we can make some more uniforms. Wait, even more? Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I have more factories than I know what to do with. In a way. It is rubber, tank production capacity, engine production capacity. That is the bottleneck. And yes, I am working on that. I don't understand how people can have the amount of tank and air factories. I have 85 air factories and 59 tank factories. Is that good? I think so. Feels good. So I guess I'll have to walk into the desert here with my one remaining infantry division. Okay, we're now attacking into... Should I rest the 2nd Mountain Division for a while? What are you fighting? Nice Greek infantry division. Yeah, okay, I have better soft attack, but he has got the defense, so no leader. See what happens there. 50. Okay, we are slowly winning this. I'll give it a few days, a day or two, and rest up that other mountain division, then he can support. Okay, so I don't have to walk into the desert because the Italians finally did what they're supposed to do. And now we just have to crush these remaining encircled. I do have an encirclement leader. So, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. Like a pocket leader. So I have, if you grab an engineer, so we have Sperle here. He's got the scavenger trait, equipment capture ratio modifier 7.5% additionally. I think the base capture ratio is 2%. That means that you get 7.5% on 2%, which is freaking nothing. If that is the way the math works, and I'm correct, this trait is useless. If it had been 25%, I don't understand. Maybe I'm mistaken. Let me know in the comments if that is the way it works. Anyways, fuck it. Let's spela command this combat, and I'm gonna grab some extra British equipment when they die. Oh, it annoys me when you have entirely useless. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe it is better. Oh, Recon Company 3. Let's see. All right. We're getting close to 1940. So, and I still have a shit ton of these infantry and artillery thingies to research. I'm really behind here because it's Black Ice, and you just have, I don't have some machine guns. I don't have modern machine. Well, I have the MG34, but I need and I need all the specialty forces advanced equipment. Sucks to be me, but the one I want to do now. Let me think, just for a second here. I'm not gonna increase my special forces in any substantial way right now. I don't know what I should do with my last allowed special forces. Maybe make my paratroopers a bit better, because I only have the starting crap formation, small regiment formations. So I don't think this kind of equipment here is vital. I do have factories to throw in and produce machine guns and mortars, but I have such a huge amount of old equipment that it doesn't feel like super urgent. So maybe I should think more along the line, what do I need and want the first thing when we hit 1941? And that could be, for example, the improved light artillery, because it makes my pack artillery 6% soft attack increase. Yeah, let's do that so we don't forget it. All right. Okay, now the 2nd Mountain Division has rested and refitted, and it can help with the assault on Thessaloniki. I need to think a little bit. I'm focusing on Libya and on Greece and on air and on land. Oh, I forgot something. I knew it. I have 22 coastal submarines parked up here in Genova under Dönitz. So I'm now gonna make them convoy raiders. Ooh, and we want them to be on low risk here, and be able to split off and reinforce. How do you set up your naval formations in Black Ice? And we want them to raid here, here, and here, in the middle of the central med. Right? Ionian Sea. Nah, let's start with this. I have them in 4 submarine formations. Oh, this one has 6. Why is that? Well, I don't know. Probably because that's one type of submarine. So air, we're good with air. We're good with navy. I haven't checked the Atlantic, but it looks good, right? My submarines are doing damage. I guess the skulls, is that my losses? Yes, it is. I'm losing a shit ton of convoys. Just to grab a few rubber here and there. Alright, I think we just eliminated the last, what you call it? Okay. So now we can go back to... okay. And while we eliminated 6 frontier border divisions, the Brits just sent up 6 new ones here, and among them I see at least 2 tank formations. And I have very varied results from Italian East Africa. Let's call it Ethiopia. Sometimes it just capitulates immediately, and other times it's just they've been holding out for 2 years. I guess it's random. Let's take a small break. Let's open, let's call the break Lend-Lease. Let's check out Italy's equipment. They need some light anti-tank, 1,000 handheld AT, 700 heavy transport trucks. This is going to be a problem. They're low on. They have a couple of 3,000 field uniforms. They need a couple of mortars, 200. They need amphibious warfare equipment. Okay. They need desert warfare. You see, there's not really any stockpiles, but they're not in a deficit, in a deficit with a lot of equipment. Okay, let's check their army. It should be around 1 million men, I think, their army. 124 divisions. 1 million men. 1.43. I want Italy to do only fighting in Africa and Europe. I guess I could lock that. I generally don't want them to... Okay. Let's not do medium armor. Is this... I mean, I don't know how this menu works. Light armor? Yeah, I mean, if they do they have light armor in their logistics? I can't remember. They have tankettes. Marines, mountaineers, light infantry, garrison, mountaineers, yada yada. I guess I don't want them to do a lot of motorized, because trucks are hard to keep up with. But for now, I don't care about if the amount of. Then I'm thinking that I should give them some Lend-Lease. Okay, so here's a trick. First, you want to give them one item that you never run out of and that they never use up. That is not eliminated. And for me, that would be a SS Field Uniform 1936. Where do I find that? Should be here. Sorry. I wish you could sort this. But wait, where are the... There. I got 12,000 of these. But I'm just going to give them one per month. And the reason why you want to give them one item that they never lose in combat is because you only gain the army experience from lost equipment in their that has been Lend-Lease to them, as long as you have an ongoing Lend-Lease. So if I remove everything else and I run out of everything else, if I give just once, you always want this ticking along every month to give them one, so that you have a reoccurring Lend-Lease. So that's very important. Now I was thinking we should give Italy a shit ton of French equipment this game. So you cannot open the logistics tab and keep it open while you give Lend-Lease. Paradox. Why? So now I have to remember what I read up to you. Like, what do we have a deficit of? Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to do that because I'm old and stupid. So I would have to write down on a note 200 amphibious equipment, and I did that, but I hate doing that. I don't want to do it. So I'm just gonna find the. Just give them probably will have to increase this, but I'm just gonna give them some French equipment, 100 per month. A bunch of different. What is this? These are anti-air. I don't know if they need that. And here's another thing I hate. Why are not all the French equipment? Also, I want to give them British rifles, New Zealand rifles. You know what? I had 300 British rifles. That's from the encircled. Let's give them British and Australian, all the Commonwealth stuff. So I'll get rid of that. Just gonna give them French cars, Canadian. I don't know what that is. Is that? I guess you cannot hover over it and see. They want all these white motorcycles. Are they? This is an infantry gun. I'm just gonna give him 50. I don't know what it is even. I think it's an infantry gun, a French infantry gun. They need a light anti-tank, didn't they? Is this anti-air? Just gonna give him 50 per month. So garrison, we're not gonna give him any garrison stuff. I'm gonna give him back Italian rifles because I don't want them. I can't remember. They needed amphibious stuff, and Germany is the only one that has that. So let's see if we have some. Oh, so much scrolling. I can't find where is my amphibious. See, we have. Okay, I'm just gonna give him 500 once. Okay, let's go find. I want to find the Luxembourg. Yeah, let's give him Egyptian stuff. So pretty nice capture ratio here from those encirclements. I think we're not gonna give him Greek stuff this time around. I'm gonna give that to the future Yugoslavian puppets. Armored cars, I can't remember. Mountain artillery, I can't remember. Armored cars. These are heavy trucks. Should we give them 500 French heavy trucks? Or should we give them 100 per month? Yeah, let's give them 100 per month. These white trucks? Are they French starter trucks? I can't remember that I've seen. See, this is a bit weird. Where are all the French rifles and uniforms? There should be tens of thousands. Are they gone into my own training infantry? No, here they are. 47,000 French. So we give them 1,000 per month. I was planning, maybe I should give them all, but I might as well. Okay, I'm gonna give them 1,000. So let's find the French rifles. There should be like 20,000 rifles somewhere. Here they are. So why are the French rifles among the Russian, Spanish, and Austrian equipment? Why aren't the French rifles down there with the rest of the French equipment? Are we gonna give the Spanish equipment to our Italian allies? Yes, I think so. Get rid of it. Do they need submachine guns? I don't know. I'm gonna give it away. Do you need to do this? Nah. Is this unnecessary micromanagement for Black Eyes? Yeah, I guess it is. Oh, mortars. French mortars. Yeah, let's give them 250 per month. So this is all. Oh, and the machine guns are here. Let's give them 100 per month. So this means we're feeding French and Spanish and all the Commonwealth, British, etc. stuff to our Italian allies. So they can use their UC, because Italy has a huge manpower pool. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, they have 661,000 available manpower. Most of that is gonna die from attrition in the Libyan desert or suicidally landing in Lebanon. Even though I've removed Middle East as a available theater and locked it, Italian eye is gonna invade Palestine. Why not? Because why not? So I'm basically giving them equipment so that they can suicide. Sorry about that. Let's go back to invading Libya, and right, we have to check the supply situation. So we have here I'm gonna which reminds me, because one thing that would be nice is that if you don't use a supply hub, it would automatically turn back down to horse cavalry level, but you have to do it manually. So that's another thing you have to remember up here. I suppose if you have him on the highest supply level up here in Norway, and it doesn't matter, there's no harm to it to keep it on a higher setting. For my OCD though, it's very harmful. So anyways, Tobruk and Sidi Barani. Sidi Barani is heavily overloaded already with 36. And I am not even sending because I blocked the sea zone. But even Tobruk here suffers from 26 out of 30. So one thing you can do is to tell Italy to get out of Africa. And that means they're gonna start moving back towards Tripoli and then sail across to Italy. There's no way to tell them like, hey, could you keep enough forces that we both can supply our armies? You know, would that be fair? No, says the Italian AI. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna send more and more and more forces until both yours and my troops are out of supplies and just attritioning away and can't even fight. So the AI is beyond stupid. I mean, the game is 10 years old and the AI is so atrociously bad that it's just a disaster. That's my opinion. Let's see, where are we now going to... we need a new attack order because for some reason it's gone with the field marshal. The headquarter. Ooh, I guess we can just... Alright, I wanted to check my supply. We have 11 supply in this province, 22 here, 23. Okay, so we do have supplies in the province itself, and we only have the small orange symbol here. We have 45% supply status, I can see at the bottom, and I suppose demanded we need 31 from 6 divisions. Right, that's... I don't have 6 divisions, German divisions in this not province area. But there's definitely, with the Italians, it's definitely more than 6. So what the hell kind of 6 divisions are you referring to? And we're drawing supplies, 55% from 17 supplies. What 17% supplies are you talking about? There's 22, almost 23 supplies in my province. I'm trying to learn and understand the supply system. All right, state. Oh, that's what it's called, state. So there's more than 6 divisions in the state. The supply hub has 16 supplies. I don't know. There seems to be supplies, so I guess I can just sit here, build up org and some planning bonus. You know what? There's a little bit of blitzkrieg going on here. I'll show you an exploit. If you play player versus player, don't do this. I'm playing single player, so I don't really care. I usually don't cheat or exploit that much. But if you remove all but one, the smallest amount of battalion division, and then you do the staff office plan, it costs 2.76 command power. Boom. And now when I place back the 5 ones that I didn't pay for, boom, they get the order as well for free. So that's something you could edit out if you're a gaming company and has a game out for 10 years and sell 500 different paid DLCs. You know, just a suggestion, paradox. But there we go. Right. Italy accepted Lend-Lease. Well, they should. It was pretty generous, wasn't it? Okay, let's go check out Greece after we are almost inside Greece. Thessaloniki. Yeah, we're winning this. Alright. Now Rommel Ensteiner is ill. How about we send Guderian down there? My best tank leader. He is in command of the 1st Panzer Army in Europe, but since that is not doing a whole lot... Boom. There we go. It's gonna take... Oh, now it's gonna take 14 days for him to arrive. So I guess we have to fight. That would be 1st of October. That was kind of a mistake. There is a way to reorganize without having the 14-day delay. So I should have taken a leader. Well, whatever. There we go. I don't know what that... Peace the warmongers. I don't know what that does. So how do we do this? We break through at the coast and then we head into the desert and encircle them. Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna walk up here. I mean, even better, they might want to enter into the sack here. I mean, the UK AI is not much better than the Italian one. They only have 5 divisions. Yeah, as long as they're fighting with a lot of forces down here in Ethiopia, fighting in Libya is not too bad, actually. Alright, 1st Mountain Division did not get a medal. So the square city icon does not give... That's not how you... Okay, let's let another day pass, maybe? Surprised, I thought he would have... Should I get... Nope. Okay, I guess Thessaloniki is not a medal-worthy town. That is... I am a bit surprised. History. They have a... what you call a command history notification here. Liberated Thessalonica on behalf of the Kingdom of Italy. On behalf of the Kingdom of this? Is that why? Because it fell to Italy? No, I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure I've gotten a medal from Athens. The reason I wanted to be first into Thessaloniki is because I didn't get a medal the last time I played, and I thought the Italians snagged it because I think there was an Italian unit coming in there first. Well, now I'm not interested in any of this any longer. I just want to reach Athens and grab the medal there. So we're just gonna... Do I have to sit? I guess I have to sit inside Thessalonica. 62, 63. Right. You know, let's see if we can send a couple of more bombers from... I have 2 nice Stuka bombers here that are newly trained. Yeah, we grabbed a new airfield, so... There we go, 250 bombers in Greece. Milk that UC air experience. Okay, now Italy has sent down their fighters. So we have 600 airplanes here. So I'm just gonna have to take out most of mine. Do we have any? Could send them to Greece, but since there's no I'm gonna send them back here. They won't reach. Wait, what? Okay. Here's another thing I don't like. You constantly have to shuffle and check so that you're not overstacked on air bases because of the AI. So now we are 200 airplanes overstacked. The micro is intense in this game. And when you play vanilla, it doesn't matter. But, you know, black ice, different thing. Fuel is going down. Battle of the Thermopylae Pass, that would be down here, I think, Lamia. Is it? Are we gonna try to break through here? So far, so good. How about you send some Italians in here and take over the garrison duty of Thessaloniki? I think we're about ready. Well, that week went by fast, didn't it? Should we attack without a leader? Oh, wait a couple of... Oh, there's a sandstorm going on. I don't want to attack in sandstorm. Hendaya blows up. These are the Spanish negotiations. I turned them down. I think that you can basically give Spain an incredible amount of different sort of resources, very expensive. And in the end, I did it once when I played, and I got nothing out of it. Spain, I mean, I couldn't invite them to alliance. They didn't do anything. So, yeah, cold silence. Spain may drift westward. Yeah, fine. They sent some small lend-lease for Russia later on. All right. Now we have an Italian tank formation in Thessalonica. I can move up here. Okay, we have a river line that we need to breach. Gonna remove that. Okay. I guess I'll help the Italians to crack this mountain line here. Why not? And then we're gonna use the Marines to crack the river line. Is that... Oh, that's an open terrain. Would you have guessed, if you watch the map, even if I turn on the terrain filter here, would you have guessed that the Bolos province here is a plains terrain? Could you tell that from the map interface? No? No? I mean, I guess you could see that this is a mountain province here. Maybe. But I mean, when I play a war game, I want to be able to see at a glance what terrain type it is. There used to be like a really crappy old terrain overlay that I used because I just wanted to see what terrain type I'm fighting in. Now you almost know by heart when you play the game a lot, but yeah, no reason to be dissatisfied. I guess we get a bit of a Italian battleships are out here fighting versus Dutch. No. Yeah. From the Netherlands, right? No, these are British. Durban and Caledon Dispatch. I don't know why there's a... why does it say German Reich and there's a Dutch flag here? Disengage. So yeah, this is nice. Hopefully we can inflict some losses. I don't think I've been able to strike Malta port yet, because usually you get a pop-up. Here we have some more British light cruisers slaughtering our precious convoys. Why is there a red exclamation mark? Division belongs to an army but has no orders signed. That's not true. Wait, what? Okay. Where did that order go? I mean, I know there was an order there before. When you change leaders, the order is removed? I don't think so, no. Oh. Oh, that's so weird. What am I waiting for? Planning bonus and how much? I think it's because the sandstorm. If you check out the effects of the sandstorm, you get local supplies minus 20%. Organization regain is minus 50%. And supply efficiency and supply truck attrition is 100%. Wow. Yeah, well, when I sent 2 mechanized divisions down here, I was a bit afraid of the attrition. I don't know if it's a good idea, but at least when I use them, I have the best available combat punch. Oh, when you look at that, we can build more tanks. 3 more tanks. Yes. Let's build 3 more tanks. I guess we're waiting for the sandstorm to pass while we slug it out down here. And should we... Here's another mountain province. I guess we're just gonna cross here. All right. So here's the thing. Should we continue building light anti-tank guns so we can supply them to our allies? I think so. So let me think here. This is an all-purpose. I can research whatever I want. What doctrines for Russia? Still have a couple of months. Rubber. I think we're doing what we can with rubber deficit here. Army fuel capacity could be useful in North Africa. 60 days. I mean, look at all the techs you have to select from. Do I need resources? Except rubber? No, not really. Food is good. Fuel is so. I am increasing. It's green at least. But I mean, I do have to import from South Africa, which is not optimal. So, more fuel in North Africa or less convoys on the Atlantic being sunk. I do have 700 convoys, so fuck the convoys. Let's go with fuel cans. At least I'll get to use the research ahead of time bonus for 3 months. I don't have to feel bad about it, wasting a week on the I think I did that stupid 1 week focus here. Yeah. What a waste. What a waste. Alright. Still sandstorm. Oh, the Italians are attacking in the sandstorm. Don't do that with one division, you stupid Italian AI. I'm gonna attack in the sandstorm. I'm retarded. I'm nasty. Oh shit. Well, let's check the air situation. We got yellow air now. Why is that? That is because the Brits have been sent in around 600 planes. But we do have more planes than they do. Although our mission efficiency has started to suck. Well. And now the Italians pulled out 1 air wing of 50 planes. So I have the micro, a single airplane. Do I want to send down transport planes to transport into Tripoli? No, I don't think so. All right. Okay, now we have a lot of... I think I'm going to stop with 250 fighters. I'm going to remove my bombers. Do we want to... the F4 version, first off, we're just gonna keep on pushing our... Wait. I mean, I usually do go with the ME 100, BF 109 version. I mean, I never played into 1944. But I suppose long term the right choice is actually to go over to the multi-role, because there are 45 versions of them. And I think I compared the K fighter with the best, which one ever it was of these. Yeah. I think initially it's more advantageous to go with the Messerschmitt because they're a little bit cheaper, so you get a little bit more of them in Russia when the war is decided. I can't do the math in my head for this right now. Oh, only 7 rubber deficit. That's good. That's better. 30 was a bit painful.
Angetreten. Ihre Befehle. Ausrücken.
Wait. That's... Right. So I'm wondering, maybe I should invest in... I just noticed I have a lot of PP here. What if I were to go up to an extravagant diet here? I would gain stability and monthly population and political power gain and division recovery rate. I think I'll do that. There we go. It's very expensive, 420 PP, but since I have them now, let's go with that. And also national celebrations. Create the African section. Yes, I want to do that. It gives me another... No, I don't know. It doesn't say. What happens? You know, I can recruit African... I don't know. Unite people under our command. Yes. It's always good. Just gonna attack here. Oh, flanking attack. Africa. Guderian gets ill. You get a lot of ill tank commanders in Africa, I can tell you that. So who's the next guy we want to send down there? like Schweppenberg. Sure. What the hell? Why not? Doesn't really matter. I have a lot of tank commanders. Okay. So we lost one province here. That's Guards Armor Division. Oh, look at the organization. It's very low. If the sandstorm just blew over. There. Okay. It seems the sandstorm is over. It's just very hot, which is bad in itself. Huh. So I guess we should eliminate this guard division. It's full strength, 90% strength, but it doesn't have any. So if we can just push this infantry division aside here with our 2 tank divisions. Yes, 61. That should do it. Let's examine this combat a bit easier. Micro Jock Campbell is in command. I think he's a good Royal West African F. Right. Seems like an ordinary British division. Oh, it's motorized. Anyways, 9 soft attack and 90 defense. We have 59 and 31. Whereas the breakthrough is 260 on this bitch. Wow. Yeah, we're just gonna plow over them with our mechanized medium tank forces here. Currently winning. Sidi Barani, the desert. And I think he's retreating back here. So I would like to 866, 7. So I think I'm gonna have to send. Okay, he's stuck in combat here again. So did he I guess he won the previous battle. He's not retreating. And we have one Brit down here. Yeah. So far so good. How we're doing with the air situation. Now we get red air. 900 fighters versus only 450, so we get 2 to 1. But why are we winning? I guess the average mission efficiency here and the air detection pulls it over in the British favor. We do have another airbase inside. Okay, we could send in 1 air unit here. Oh, we're overstacked so heavily. Alright, so we're fighting under red. Just get used to fighting on the red air in Libya. But I think we're winning here anyways, aren't we? And we seem to be, even though we're under attack, I think we're gonna clip the Guards Armor Division here. Pretty sure. Ooh, we don't have a lot of org. We better rest up because when you move in the desert, you sure lose a lot of org fast. 2 provinces and you're out. Fight a bit of fighting. Let's see if we can. Okay, the Italians are in command. Okay, now I can attack. And we're gonna have Hesse, no, Sperle in command. So we get to use that little scavenger trait, remember? Yeah. Let's kill 1 tank division. The weather seems to be nicer in Africa now. I don't see it's raining in the Mediterranean. Okay. Wants me to research something. Tanks. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, we're gonna go with the 5 centimeter 60 caliber gun here. Civilian works. Okay. Wouldn't it be nice to have FM radio? It gives a permanent political power gain of 7% for the rest of the game. 80 days. I mean, I could start with the 1941 vital ones, dispersed industry. But I feel like... I also like... Yeah, let's do that. For the rest of the game, 7% more PP. Are we having trouble winning this battle here? I think so. Let's kill it off. Some British tanks. Gonna capture 2%. There we go. And it's dead. Put him back into my Schweppenburg Africa Corps. You know what? Let's see. I'm gonna... It's unfortunate. I think we have a chance to encircle these two divisions here. 46 North Midlands and Mauritius Territorial Force. They're almost out of org. I know this one isn't combat ready at all, but screw it. Let's just try to pocket them. Okay, so that didn't work out so well. Should we retreat? Yes. Can I retreat? Why can't I retreat? I guess I am moving a bit, even though I'm under combat here. Even though we are very low org, we are winning. Let's check out Greece. Yes, Greece. Nice. Let's just send 6 divisions into Athens. Fire and forget. So right now we're doing great in the desert. 23. I'm just gonna capture that province and hold it and try to regain some org. So the Brits are using 32nd Infantry Divisions. It's a motorized. It has decent stats actually. It's a bit better than a regular infantry division, but it's got nothing on my Panzer Grenadiers. So that's why I'm wondering, is it because I'm moving? I mean 23, even though I'm winning, it's not a very good number. And now I'm locked in combat again. Can I retreat? Why can't I retreat? Is that a retreat icon? I don't care about this province. I just want to get out of it. Okay, there we go. So once this is captured by my... Okay, now we're running out of supplies here. Pretty big time. I could probably move my infantry back 1 province. So that they're not eating supplies. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hold this, am I? No, I'm entirely out of org, so... But I captured the province, and if I manage to eliminate these guys up here, they're dead. More research. This is my engineering. Right, we have improved computing machine. 3% research speed. Okay, I just noticed something. You get 6% electronics and computing research special project speed. Oh, special projects. That's not here. That's the special project. Right. Yeah, but we want this ASAP. Because it's 3% on all the different tech research institutions. Research speed in vanilla with 5 research stations, research slots, not that important. When you have, what is it, 15 or something? Yeah, it's a little bit more important. 81, 83, 84. Come on, die before. Okay, we killed one division. The second one, the Mauritius Territorial Force, is gone. Yay!
Befehle.
Another nail in the coffin. Right. So have we lost this yet? Yes, we have. Doesn't matter. We eliminated some enemy forces. So I think we're doing fairly good here. In let's see. UK has already lost 300,000 losses, and the war hasn't been going on for that long. So quite successful. You want to check out the air war as well? Red air. You take up details. I guess we can just go for a month. We lost 25 fighters, and that is including Italian ones. 5 of those were lost accidents. I think there are more prevalent accidents in the desert because of sandstorms, etc. They lost 50 fighters and a couple of bombers as well. So more than 2-to-1 losses if you include the support planes. We lost a couple of trucks though from their bombing. I would say 2-to-1 with Italians involved is very good. But I suppose we're fighting British pre-war, early war airplanes. What the hell do they got? They have, oh yeah, a mix. It's not just modern Spitfires. I think I also heard that in the test version of Black Ice right now, they nerfed France, which is good. Did they do anything about the air war? People have been complaining that when Germany fights in 1939-40 in Western Europe, the UK and the France has like around 2,500 fairly modern fighters, and there's basically no way a human player ever can match that. At least quantity-wise. Quality-wise, I guess, a bit. So, did they nerf British Air? You know, I was under the impression when you came here in 1940, the UK was just sending in 1 million super modern Spitfires. But I guess I did kill it without noticing the not so modern planes. Alright, do we fall back to our supply lines?
Zuhören.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. I think so. We're gonna leave the supply, because I think if you strategic redeploy, you leave the division's supplies and fuel in that hex province. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that for the Italians, and I'm gonna retreat to this 32 remaining in province supply province, and have them set up there for a while. Gobble up a bit of supplies. Also, I don't think you get movement attrition when you strat redeploy, or at least a lot less. There we go. Okay, so if we now examine the supply, there's 21 remaining in the province. Supply from hubs, 33. Alright. We do have the small orange barrels here. Okay, if we examine... Okay. We have supply status 58% on the Panzer Grenadiers. Stored is 28%. What do you mean stored? Inside the division? Supply status 58% means that this division has 58% of its maximum allowed storage capacity inside the division, right? So what does stored 28% mean? I'm reading on the bottom of this menu here. I don't quite know. And the French is the same. These values are the same. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna suck up all the supplies here. Another leader is ill. Yeah. I mean, I do have a lot of panzer leaders, you know. How about... I mean, you can't really tell if Guderian's still sick. How long? I think it's 1 or is it 3 months? And I wish, you know, they could just give him a like an icon he's sick, because it's really hard to... You have to go in here and you have to scroll down to the traits and see he's sick. Yeah. All right. Let's just do Harpe. It's not super important. Okay, so this is good news. Tobruk has 23 out of 30 supplies. See, the Brown is only 35. Right, so we lost an asset when we completed infiltrating the army. Right, I don't understand. Okay, I don't know how the... When you capture these random assets here, you use one when you spy, when you steal industrial blueprints. But why did I lose a British asset now? Yeah. Well, anyways, we can now steal army, military. I guess we have to wait for a full day. Oh, it has to be more than 50%, doesn't it? Okay. We have to build up the spy network here a bit. Is it 40? 30? I think it's 50%. I'll see. It's 40%. You need 40%. So that was lucky. Or was it skill? No, it was luck. I guess we'll level up the low-level operatives on these routine difficulty missions here. As you can see here, I have researched or designed around military blueprint stealing. I get research speed bonus 32%, ahead of time 36%, and for 6 technologies. So if the UK is ahead of me in anything, I'm gonna get a lot of bonuses. It's only a 50% chance to burn the army asset. And I think also receive the following effects for the next 6 technologies that United Kingdom researches. Oh, all right. I thought it was already researched and ahead of Germany and future. But this phrasing tells me that once the UK researches something, then I get this bonus. Okay, well, you know, I'm not that much ahead of anything in army, so I'm sure it's going to be helpful. And the UK has a strong research, so... Alright, let's check out how the Italians fight alone on the front line here. We have around 6, 7, 8 UK divisions on the front line. Wait, now Italy is pulling back all his divisions. Tell me why. I leave. Maybe the AI is programmed so, hey, you're not gonna ruin the German troops on the front line now by attrition out of supply. Okay, so what am I doing on the front line then? That's my sole purpose, to ruin his gameplay, the human player. I don't understand why he's retreating. And neither do I care, to be honest, that much right now. As you can see, supply status is still 58%. So, supply status 58% is probably how well you are getting supplied in this specific province. And the second number stored is how much is inside the division, 39%, because it's been increasing, right? I wonder if you were to place yourself on top of, let's say, a port, and yeah, it probably has 100% supplies. Okay, I just realized I've been yapping on for a very long time. It's almost an hour and a half. I play slowly. That's why I often skip about between something interesting happens. Do you wanna see me grab? Let's end after Athens fall and Greece falls. Maybe it doesn't fall when you grab Athens, but I should get. I'm not gonna send in the Marines. I rather have a medal on the mountain troops, don't I?
Angetreten.
Okay, I don't know what to do now. Flak defenses in Germany. We're not gonna work on that now. Soon we're gonna improve our infrastructure in Eastern Germany so we can build railway. How about either economic assistance to Italy, or we can play around with Hitler Youth. And this one is pretty good. 28 days. I can't remember exactly. Or we could 2 weeks to gain some more Waffen-SS. You don't need to do that now. We need it for Russia, and we have low manpower anyway. So okay, let's do the Hitler Jugend. I don't need Italian oil in the desert. There we go. Okay, so go grab Athens. How's my... Yeah, we got some rubber. What the hell happened? We're in a surplus now. We went from 30 deficit to 3 surplus. Yeah, so what's gonna happen now off camera is gonna be I'm gonna grab Athens. I'm gonna give a medal to 1st or 2nd Mountain Division. We're gonna try to paradrop or invade Crete, set up an airbase there and help Libya out with that. I'm gonna mingle around, try to cause some casualties and settlements, and if I'm lucky I'll grab Almena, Alexandria, but we'll see about that. Okay, this was a long one, but we took it slow and we went through a couple of tricks and tips and tricks, etc. So I hope you learned maybe a bit about Black Eyes and enjoyed the gameplay. Remember, if you made it this far, remember to like the video and subscribe, not only to support me but also to make more awareness for Black Eyes as a mod to Vanilla Hearts of Iron 4. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.